here. If I times 24 times 176.14. Oh, hey! What's up? Today I'm going to be reviewing Summoning's latest album, Old Morning's Dawn, which was released under Napalm Records in 2013. Let's start off with the intro to that album, Evernight. Now, Evernight is very summoning-ish, very vintage summoning, very... It's a tune that'll get stuck in your head for days, trust me. And then we've got Flamifer, I think that's what it's called. But it's got a good beat to it, a good rhythm, good keyboards, excellent guitar and bass and drum and whatnot, excellent recording and mixing and production. And then we've got Old Morning's Dawn, which is the third track of the album. I personally think that that's my favorite song off of the album, because it kind of relates to the human race and how we're all just living in a world where the windy years have strewn down distant ways, to quote a summoning lyric. Then you've got track 4, The White Tower. I think that's a pretty decent song. Excellent mixing on that. And you've got Kahadras, I think that's how it's pronounced. That's the 5th track. Kind of an Egyptian feel with the classic J.R.R. Tolkien-like lyrics and whatnot. Very vintage. That's what I like about summoning. They can make almost anything from generations past seem so modern sounding. And then we've got Of Pale Mornings and Darkened Evenings. And that particular song, that one's good. I like that. Then of course we've got The Wandering Fire, which is pretty slow, it drags on for quite a while. It seems like it goes on for hours, but it's a pretty good song. I like that. Then we've got track number 8, which is the last track of the album version, Earthshine, not to be confused with the Rush song of the same name. You know, you guys know the rock band Rush, right? Anyway, back to the topic. Earthshine is another slow song. It's very keyboard driven, very melodic, strong lyrics, excellent background, you know, it's good. And then the first bonus track, The Darkening of Valinor. Sounds like a pretty good instrumental. Then again, that's because it is. And then the second and final bonus track, I forget what it's called. I forget. Anyway, overall, I give this album a 9 out of 10. I think it is an amazing album. Summoning has evolved over the years, and they've aged gracefully throughout their music. And I expect them to have another album in about 2 to 3 years. Anyway, that's just my take on the Summoning album, Old Morning's Dawn. And if you like my videos, do not hesitate to subscribe. This is Kevin the Skull Anderson signing out. Later.